Yo, what up? What up? Black Suburban Dad here. And today I want to talk about age gap relationships, age gap dating, because I thoroughly believe in age gap dating. Actually, I believe that's the only way to go going forward in the future. Back in the day, everybody used to age gap date. I'm talking about back in the 50s, the 40s, even up to the 70s. Everybody used to age gap date. And I brought this up before. My sister, she age gap dated, and it led into a marriage, and she's still married until this day. Shout out to her. I mean, she's been married for literally over 30 years, and her husband ain't going anywhere. I mean, they're going to be like this. That's the only way one of them are going to leave that marriage. Somebody's going to go out. But anyway, yeah, age gap dating is the way of the future, man. And I've laid it out before why I believe age gap dating is the way of the future. Now, I got an article up here that I'm going to read. And I also have a couple videos showing you that age gap dating is definitely the way of the future. Now, real quick, I'll lay it out for you why I thoroughly believe in it. Me personally, well, actually, I don't even want to talk about me.
Nope.
But just for everybody else out there, I think age gap dating can definitely keep you fresh, especially for men. Men that's around 45, 35 years old, I don't think they should be dating a girl that's around 32 to 35 years old. They want to have something that's fresh. These guys are either in their 30s and they're on their come up, or they're in their 40s and they've almost peaked. They almost hit their peak earning years, because I think a man's peak earning years is right around his 60s. 55 to 60 is when a man hits his peak earning years. So you still get them on the way up, but you need somebody that's fresh. You don't need somebody that's all in your ear like, can you get the cans? Can you take the trash out?
Nope.
Can you start the car? My car's going in the morning. Can you brush the floor?
Nope.
Like, nah, you be like,
And I'm out of here.
you be ready to go, ready to roll, man. So you need somebody that's fresh, somebody that's agreeable, somebody that, like Kevin Samuel said, what did he say? Fit, feminine, and friendly. You need all those three things to keep you motivated, man. Because I tell you what, and I'm not going to talk about myself, but I just might be. Listen, man, it ain't nothing like getting a younger woman. Just say if you're a guy that's wearing a red shirt and a gold chain, and you're about 45 years old, right?
Nope.
Just say if you're a guy like that, and you end up meeting a girl that's, just say 22-year-old Filipina or something like that. And I mean, dude, I'm telling you, this girl, even though you don't have a whole bunch of stuff in common, she's talking about songs that she heard on the Future album. And this guy wearing the red shirt with the gold chain that's 45, he hasn't heard the Future album.
Nope.
And nor does he care about it. But she's able to tell him about the dumb young shit that she's doing, and he's able to tell her about the mature leadership and all the mature things that he's getting into. And I tell you what, when you have these two parties come together, especially when they go to the bedroom and they engage in Mortal Kombat, I'm telling you, man, the older guy, he'd be like, a 10 hut. Left, right, left, left, right, left. Salute.
God.
And it's just like that, a done deal. That's what a younger woman will have for your soldier, standing at attention. Salute. Like this, head up in the air, full confidence. Put me in the game, coach. I'm ready. Salute.
God.
Exploding all over the place, man. But anyway, let me get into this article that I have about age gap dating. I'm going to pull that up. My microphone's acting all weird. Let me pull this up about age gap dating, and we're going to read it together. We are definitely going to read this together. I'll blow it up. And this is from the Hindu Times. I think it's from the Hindu Times or Hindu something. And Hindus, they definitely, all they do is age gap date over there. You ain't going to see like two 25-year-olds over there in the Hindu area, in the Arab area, or whatever it's called. India, that's what it is. In India, I said the Hindu area. You ain't going to see two 25-year-olds together in India. Old guy's going to be like,
Nope.
He ain't having that. Like, he's gonna be like, hey, baby, I want you for myself. You 25, I'm 92. Get over here. He can snatch her up.
Got him. Got him.
He definitely taking that girl for his own. And it ain't nothing that 25-year-old can do about it. He can go drink some goat milk, pound rocks. Let's get into this. So it says the 5 pros and cons of age gap relationships. Should I even read what that says? Okay, age gap relationships characterized by a significant age difference between partners, okay, we know what it is, have become more visible and accepted in recent years, challenging traditional ideas about compatibility and partnership. You know, they're saying that it's become visibly accepted in recent years, but they were doing this back in the day. Excuse me, they were doing it back in the day. The only thing about it is, back in the day, you didn't have all these cameras around. You didn't have somebody that can just pull out their camera phone to snap a picture because they think a 67-year-old guy and a 19-year-old girl looks weird.
Nope.
You didn't have people that could do that. So we're in the information generation. We're in the I want it now generation. You see something, you see a crocodile eat somebody, you go out there, snap a picture, 2 seconds later, it's on Facebook or Instagram. So I think that's the only reason why they say that it's more visibly accepted in the recent years. It was visibly accepted back in the day. We just didn't have all these cameras around to broadcast it and put it out there in the ether like we have today. Okay, back into the story. While these relationships can bring unique dynamics and opportunities, they also come with their own set of challenges, just like any other relationship would, right? Okay, here are 5 pros and cons of age gap relationships. And what we're going to do is we're going to get into the pros first. Look at this guy right here. This guy right here, he's probably looking at a what? Oh, he's looking at the markets. He's probably looking at the markets. All right, he's probably wondering how he can turn into a Giga Chad right here. He already got everything. He just don't have the body to turn into a Giga Chad. But he's on his way. He needs to drink some protein, maybe get some creatine in his system, a couple steroids, but don't listen to me, and hit the gym, and you'll turn into a Giga Chad, man. Okay, it says, all right, advanced options. He's looking at the market. Age gap relationships often involve partners from different generations, providing a wealth of diverse life experiences and viewpoints. This can lead to a personal growth and a broader perspective of both partners. Opportunities for mutual learning is a pro. Okay, opportunities for mutual learning. That means opportunities for each party to learn off of each other. You have the 22 or the 22-year-old. She has her Gen Z shit going on, and you know, she knows all the young lingo. She knows all the young slang. She knows what Future's talking about, which I don't care.
Nope.
And then, there I go. I'm not talking about myself. And then you have this black guy wearing gold chains with a red T-shirt on, who's right around 45. You have him, and he's teaching leadership. He's teaching her how she can we're not to get tattoos. Like, don't get a tramp stamp. Don't get a visible tattoo all up on your chest.
Nope.
Don't get a tattoo on your neck. He's telling her the smart things to do because you don't know if you might be in a board meeting. You have no idea where you're going to be in the next 10 years. So he's dropping knowledge on her like that and trying to lead her, not lead her astray. So, yeah, mutual learning. Older partners can offer wisdom and stability, definitely, while younger partners may bring energy and fresh ideas, just like I said, and I have not read this article. This dynamic fosters a mutual beneficial environment where both individuals can learn from each other. Yes. Okay, so here's another pro. Enhanced emotional maturity. Enhanced emotional maturity. And I totally agree with that. I know what that is, but let's go ahead and read it. It says, older partners typically have a greater emotional maturity and life experience, contributing to more stable and nurturing relationships. This can be particularly adventurous for younger partners seeking guidance and support. Now, I'm gonna tell you one thing about enhanced emotional maturity. Now, not a lot of guys are on this level, right? Me and one of my friends, right, we're on the same level. how can I put this? I'm trying to figure out how to frame this. We have a level of maturity with women where we just get on the women's network. Sounds a little something like this. Now, when we load up to the women's network, which we always are, we don't get mad at women anymore. There's no reason to get mad at women anymore. Now, when you're not on the women's network, you're in your emotions as a guy, you don't have that enhanced emotional maturity to understand women. And I'm not saying I understand everything that women do. I don't understand everything they do because they are very emotional creatures. But when you're on a women's network, you can expect the bullshit. You know that the bullshit is coming. You know that they're women, that they're going to try to pull one over on you. You know that they're probably going to try to get over on you. But then you know that they're going to be nice. They're going to be nurturing. They're going to be horny. They're going to do all these things. So they're on the spectrum. They just rotate around. You never know where they're going to stop, like a roulette ball. So enhanced emotional maturity, it allows you not to get mad at women anymore, no matter what they do. Now, it's up to you whether you want to dismiss them. It's up to you whether you want to do that or not, or whether you just want to say, hey, you can stick around and I accept you for what you're doing. But enhanced emotional maturity, it allows you to not lash out, act out, and get mad at women. That's what it allows you to do in the case of me and one of my friends. That is just one example of enhanced emotional maturity. Now, if a girl said something out of pocket to like a 21-year-old guy and she's 22, well, he might take belt to ass and, he might take belt to ass. Straight up. These young boys, man, and I know that they're getting a little bit more feminine, but some of these dudes will take belt to ass. But a guy like me, no, I mean, she's 22 years old. I expect her to do this and that. I'm going to just look over it. I'm going to examine it. I'm going to process it through my mind. I'm not going to get mad. I'm just going to decide how to maturely deal with the bullshit that she just said, whether it be good or whether it be something bad. That's enhanced emotional maturity. And when you're in your masculine and you're not getting angry at a woman, even though she knew she did something dumb, look, man, she's just going to get all gushy and she's going to feel more secure around you. And that's the key word, secure. Because she's going to be like, damn, daddy's not getting mad. Daddy got me, for sure. And she's going to feel more secure. And that's when a woman is most in her feminine. When she feels secure and she knows that daddy got everything, woman's going to be purring like a cat. That thing's going to be boiling hot, and she's going to be in her feminine. That's when you get a woman at her best. Enhanced emotional maturity. That's why older guys get the best out of younger women, not younger guys. Older partners typically have greater, let me see. Did I read that? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Older partners typically have greater emotional maturity and life experience, contributing to more stable and nurturing relationships. This can be particularly adventurous for younger partners seeking guidance and support. Increasing social acceptance is our next pro. As societal norms evolve, age gap relationships are becoming more accepted, reducing the stigma and pressure that once surrounded such partnerships. This acceptance allows couples to focus on their relationships rather than external judgments. Okay, complementary strengths. This is our next pro, and then we're going to get into the cons, okay? Age gap couples often balance each other's strengths and weaknesses. For example, one partner's career stability might complement the other's adventurous spirit, creating a harmonious and supportive dynamic. Like me, I'm what you would call more of a free spirit. I'll just get the hell up and bounce.
I'm out of here.
You never know what the hell I'm going to do. Like, I could get up on my day off. I get up, leave, and I don't know. I might be up in Portland or something. Who knows? If I feel it, then I might leave and I might go do it. But if I'm with somebody that's going to bring me down and we just, our energies don't work out, then I'm going to feel like a caged dog and I'm probably going to be depressed, and that's not going to be good for either one of us. I need to feel adventurous and creative and harmonious. And I need a girl that is supportive of that dynamic, right? Okay, so we got through those. Those are all the pros that they have listed. Now let's get into the cons. Let's get into the bad stuff. Okay, it says generational differences is our first con. Significant age gaps can result in generational differences in interest, values, and cultural references. These differences might cause misunderstandings or conflicts if not addressed with open communication and empathy. Now, this could be either good or bad. I say it could be bad because if you have a girl that's just totally, just say like you have a 22-year-old girl that's going to raves and she's partying all the time. She got the glow sticks and she's taking E and all that stuff. And then you have a 48-year-old businessman that's trying to hold it down, and he's brokering deals and he's looking at a spreadsheet and he's like, oh man, I got to get this deal done. And she's sitting back there worrying about raves and shit. Nah, that's not going to work out. That's definitely probably not going to work out. The only thing that can keep them together is the SEX. They got to be some bomb, like explosive SEX, for reals. Okay, and it could also work out in your favor, too. It could also work out in your favor because these are one of the things where cultural differences, like I said before in the earlier part of the video, where she could bring something young, fresh, to the table that you haven't heard about, and you can bring something more mature, leadership, guidance that she doesn't even know yet, but she's trying to learn, and you bring those two dynamics together, and that can be explosive. But in a good way. Okay, here's our next con. It is social stigma. Despite growing acceptance, age gap relationships can still face societal judgment and stigma. This external pressure can strain the relationship and affect the mental well-being of both partners. So they're saying social stigma. So like, just say if, I'm going to use this one guy again because he keeps popping up and he's fresh in my mind. Just say if you got this black guy wearing gold chains and a red t-shirt, and he takes out this girl that's 23 at the time. He takes her to a place called Joey's. Joey's is a pretty nice place around the South Center Seattle area. I'm not saying I know this guy.
Nope.
But just say it's this guy, and he's taking out this younger girl. And at the next table over there, you have these older black bats over there, these old war veterans looking at you all crazy. And the black guy gets up and he kisses this girl right on the lips, right in front of these old war veteran bats over there. And they're just like, oh, they're taking it back. They're taking it back. I'm looking at them like,
no, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not.
And well, I said oh man, yeah. Maybe I was talking about myself, but yeah. So those are social, what is it? Social stigma. Gee, I said social. Social stigma. Yes, I graduated high school. That's it. So it's things like that where people might not be accepting of what you're doing. Probably because they can't do it. Okay, different life stages is also a con. Partners in different life stages may have conflicting priorities and goals. For instance, one partner might be focused on career advancement, while the other is considering retirement. These discrepancies can create challenges in aligning future plans. Okay, we got that. Yes. But if you're younger and that guy is headed towards retirement, well, if you're that older guy, you might want to watch out because she might try to slip you a Mickey and get rid of your ass. One more con. We got two more cons. Okay, health and aging issues. In relationships with significant age differences, say like 22 and 67, health and aging can become concerns. The older partner may face age-related health issues sooner, potentially altering the relationship dynamic and placing caregiving responsibilities on the young partner. Now, the thing about this is younger women should know that. They're with an older guy. He's not going to be forever young like Jay-Z. He's not going to be forever young. So the reason how the way that she could benefit from that is maybe he could break her off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. And when I'm saying that, I'm talking about his pension, maybe his what do you call it? When he passes away, his will. Maybe he can give her something in his will. So she will benefit in that way. So doesn't mean just because he might have health issues and you might be fresh and spry, it does not mean that you're going to come out of this empty-handed. Now, you might come out of it feeling kind of weird when you walk in the bathroom. I mean, not the bathroom. When you walk in the living room one day and you see him just sprawled out on the couch like this, he's like... Now, that might leave you a little paralyzed. And it might leave you feeling a little weird because you just seen the guy that you were sleeping with 20 minutes ago and, giving some dome piece to, he's laid out. He's passed away. He's moved to the upper room. So that might leave you feeling a little bit weird. Let's get into our last con. What are we on? 21 minutes. Okay, it says family and social reactions. Age gap relationships might encounter resistance or disapproval from family and friends. This can lead to isolation or strained relationships with loved ones, adding stress for couples. Yes, your family is definitely going to hate on you. Your family's going to hate. You got to have some good friends, because if you don't have good understanding friends with an open mind, they're going to hate too, and their girls are going to hate or their wives are going to hate. Yes, people will hate on you, especially if you have a nice young filly. If you have a nice young filly, people's going to be looking at her. They're going to look at you. They're going to look at her. They're going to look at you. It's not going to make sense to them. To you, it's going to make all sense to the world because you sitting up there with a big smile on your face. But they're just not going to understand it. Not everybody is ready for this. And that's what I've learned, Ozempic. I've learned that not everybody is ready for this. And it's up to you, if you're age gap dating, to just not care. You can't really care what people think, man. You just got to go out there and honestly just live your life the way that you want to live it. Because people are going to try to bring you down. They're going to say this and that. And yeah, it's not going to be good. So it's up to you. Age gap dating is definitely a good thing. I think it should be something that everybody should look forward to. And maybe we can get this dating market back on track because it's off the rails right now. Maybe that's one way of getting it back on track. Because these girls out here, they're running wild. They're running wild. They're running wild like wild stallions out there. They're doing any and anything. I seen any and everything. I seen this black chick. She was twerking on top of a vehicle last week or earlier this week, and she falls off and gets hit by a damn ambulance. Rest in peace to her, but man, that's a nice, well, I don't know what she looked like because I just seen the story. But, I mean, come on, man. That's an 18-year-old, 18 to 25-year-old, however old she was young. And she's gone just like that for doing some dumb shit, some dumb ghetto shit. So anyway, let me pull up this story real quick. Here we go. It's already up. It says Gen Z women are choosing older men over guys their own age. Man, it's not because they're sugar daddies. I think and they put man. And it's not because they're sugar daddies. But they look. This is some sugar daddy stuff going on right here. She got a pearl necklace on, and they are in a jewelry store. And this stuff is not cheap. So let me read what Intel's has to say. It says more Gen Z women are choosing to date older men, and it's not about financial reasons.
Nope.
I beg to differ. Okay, it's definitely about financial reasons. It's not only about financial reasons, but it's definitely about financial reasons. Because a guy that's her age, just say this girl's 21 years old, and this guy's right around 65. A 21-year-old cannot provide a pearl necklace for this girl. He cannot provide a myriad of different jewelry that she's probably about to receive from this older man right here that is smiling like a damn kid, a fat kid that loves cake. And she's smiling too. So she knows she's going to benefit. Okay. Now she might go back and she might sleep with some younger guys every now and then. Now that just might happen. There's nothing you can do to stop that. Okay. Unless you really drilling her out and you putting it on her like,
bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
You got to really be putting it down. I mean, you got to have that, Viagra going strong. But, she still might step out and get a couple younger guys. But, hey, it is what it is, man. But, yeah, the younger guy is not going to be able to take her to a jewelry store and shopping like this. It's not just about so it is about financial reasons. It's not just about financial reasons or seeking a sugar daddy. Relationships. Many young women said they are drawn to older men because they tend to offer more emotional maturity, better communication skills, and clearer sense of life direction. Compared to the peers their own age, older partners are often seen as more stable, respectful, and intentional about relationships. It says this trend reflects broader shifts in what younger women are valuing in partnerships today. Instead of prioritizing appearances or casual connections, well, this is the thing, man. If you're an older guy, that doesn't mean you can just walk out in your old ass Asics or your Pumas and your damn dad jeans, and you got your belly popping all over your dad jeans, and you just got this old ass Metallica t-shirt.
Nope.
You're not going to be able to get away with that for long. You're going to have to change up your style. You're going to have to, I'm not saying you're going to be wearing baggy jeans and rips in your jeans and your damn kneecaps on hanging out and stuff like that. I'm not saying that, but if you want to dress more mature, get you a nice pair of slacks, a nice collar shirt. It ain't got to be a button up. And, you're going to have to get in the gym because you can't have your belly hanging all over your pants. But, yeah, you can't be doing that. Where's I at? Prioritizing appearances or casual connections. Many are seeking deeper emotional security and long-term compatibility. It shows that emotional readiness and maturity can sometimes matter far more than simply being in the same age group. Yes, that's true, man, because an older guy knows how to talk to a woman. Not all of them. Not if you're all creepy and weird and you never really experienced women in your younger life. You're not going to be an older guy and just come out here and just start slaying it like.
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
So you got to know how to talk to women from the get-go, okay? But if you know how to talk to women and you look decent and you're looking clean, you don't smell like crap, and, yeah, you got a little bit of game. You got your own place, you got your own car. Yeah, you're going to be out here, you're going to do fairly well for yourself. And you might have a younger woman that's not ashamed to be seen out with you in public. Because some younger women still are ashamed to be with some older guys, even though they're providing them shopping sprees and jewelry and might even buy them a car or pay for their apartment. They're still ashamed to be out with these guys. So you can't just be a dude that's just rolling out looking like Bill Gates with no money and think you're going to go out here and bag a girl that looks like this, because she's a smoke show. This girl's expensive right here. She might not look like it, but she's expensive. I know. I'm out here in these streets.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Okay, so with that, let me see. I think there's another story I want to get to. Where is it at? I'm going to pull up this video right here. And this is from a nice young filly real quick. And she's going to talk about age gap dating. And this video is 2 minutes, 44 minutes. 2 minutes, 44 seconds. I don't know if we're going to get through it. But we're going to listen to her and see what she has to say about age gap dating. I'm going to let this nice young woman take it away.
Dating someone 25 years older than me, yeah, an age gap relationship. And let me tell you the pros and let me tell you the cons. Because, baby, which one outweighs the other? Honestly, I feel like I always knew I was going to be with someone much older than me. Okay, not much older, but older, okay? And basically, I think...
Now, look, if you get a girl like this, just say this girl is, I don't know how old she is. Just say she's 21. She's 18 to 21. She's probably right around 18, 19. And you're a guy that's 19 and you want to take her to the movies, or you want to take her to Denny's or Popeyes or some shit like that. Even if you want to take her to Olive Garden, this girl is emotionally mature. I know. I've been around girls like this before. And your young ass, you're not gonna. You sitting up there laughing. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? You sitting up there rolling your R's like that. You know what I mean? You know how young people be doing that, Gen Z. What did I do? You're doing stuff like that. You're gonna strike out.
Nope.
You're gonna strike out like this. She wants a damn man to sit up there and talk to her. So she can be boiling wet downstairs, and I'm thinking this girl is over 18. She better be, or else I'm gonna have to delete this video. But yeah, she need an older man to talk to her. She need an older man. She needs to hear the bass in that voice. She needs to hear that an older man means what he says. When she leaves, and an older man ain't gonna take her to the movie theater. He's not gonna take her to. He's not gonna take her to. What did I just say? Olive Garden. He'll take her to Red Lobster, not Olive Garden. He'll take her to Joey's. He will take her to the places where she can actually put on a dress, get her hair done like this, put on her lipstick, makeup, and she can be taken to one of the finest restaurants, like a Daniel's Broiler, a steakhouse, maybe a Ruth's Chris. You'll see a girl like this up at Ruth's Chris with an older guy, probably 20 to 30 years her senior.
I think is more pros than cons, and that's why I'm in an age gap relationship. Pros are, I feel like they're more ready to settle down, which is good. You don't have to deal with a lot of drama. I'm drama a little bit myself, so we don't need like to clash. I feel like they're more patient too. I could be wrong, I don't know, but I feel like they're more patient with you versus someone my age. Like, I love that. It's also kind of fun because we're in totally separate generations, and it's just like so exciting because I can show him like my lifestyle and he shows me his, and it's just like so fun. Sometimes we don't agree with things because of our age gap, but that's okay. I feel.
Yeah, just like I said earlier, like she can bring the fresh young ideas. He can bring the more mature ideas. Like he's listening to Prince and she's listening to Kodak Black. And yeah, those two genres, they just don't go together. So she's like, oh, you know what Kodak was doing on Instagram the other day? Yeah, he looked like he's smoking crack now. He's older guy just like, yeah. And then he continues to drive. Like, that's all she needs. She just needs to get that nod. Yeah. That's all she needs. Oh, he heard it. He ain't listening. I don't care.
I feel like they're more mature. In most cases, they are because they have wisdom and things like that. And they lived a while. So, yeah. You can learn a lot from somebody that's much older than you. And I love that because I'm all here for learning new things. The cons are, honestly, it's not that bad. Like,
that's the thing. Like, I don't know what she was about to say. That's the thing. A girl like this, if I met a girl like this and she talks slow like that and she's talking kind of like she's got a little bit of masculine, deep bass to her voice, I could tell that she's kind of like a sponge. She's going to be trying to soak up the information that I'm going to put out there in the ether. She's definitely going to be trying to soak it up. Not only that, she's going to soak something else up later.
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
And yes, this girl is not cheap either. This girl is going to be pretty pricey. Look at this $300 haircut. Okay, she has a lipstick. Her makeup is on fleek. Her body is very nice. This is, yeah, give it up. This is a nice piece of work, and she knows it. And like I said, man, young guys, she might go out there and get with a young guy, and he has nothing coming. He's trying to, rabbit hump her. He's sitting up there talking about, yeah, did I mean, or what did I do, rolling his R's. And the older man is going to talk with authority. He's going to give her guidance. A girl like this, she'll run over your ass if you let her. But an older guy won't let her. You know why? Because he has things to keep her in check. He has things to keep her in check. Like a car, like a house, like money, stability. He has all those things to keep her in check. A young guy don't have that yet.
Stares in public, of course, people stare because they're like, what's the dynamic of this relationship? They can't seem to figure it out. But yeah, the stares I'm kind of used to it now. Of course, family members not agreeing. My family, they accept him because they know who he is. He's a genuine, sweet guy, and I love that. It would be hard if my family didn't approve of him, but they do. Another con is sometimes, since I'm in a different generation, he doesn't get why I do certain things. It's just because, like, I was born into, like, the electronic, social media type of stuff, and he really wasn't. So that's kind of like a conflict with, like, social media. But that's okay.
Yeah, so she must have her age gap of about 35 years, maybe. A girl like this, she could go up 40 years. She could go up 40 years and be age gap because guys like that, they got it. And I guarantee you she's age gap dating with a white guy too. She definitely is. But she can be going up to like 40 years right around those. And that's a high age gap. But, hey, tell that to Bill Belichick. He's doing it. Tell that to Shannon Sharp. Well, got him in hot water for sure. His social life, his media life, his career. But that's for another day. That's a story for another day. And that story's kind of old in my, it's in my rear view mirror. But a girl like this, yeah, man, she's going to need definitely emotional stability. But when she sits up here and she talks about the things that you might not understand, like she's always on her phone. She's always going to be on her phone. She's on social media. She's on Facebook. She's not on Facebook. She's on Snapchat. She's on Instagram. She's on TikTok. She's on those three. And whatever emerging sites are starting to come up. Maybe she's on Reels or what is it called? I forgot. Facebook got that new thing that nobody really gets on. I forgot what the hell it's Threads. Maybe she's on Threads. Maybe she's on stuff like that and you just don't understand why she's on her phone all the time. But the thing about it is, a younger guy might say, hey, baby, why you always on your phone? Are you cheating on me? But an older guy that's emotionally mature, he'll do some research into it, understand that, hey, younger women are always on their phone. It doesn't mean that they're cheating on you. And he's just going to let that slide until he finds some evidence that she is doing something outside of the norm, outside the relationship, stepping out on him. But if you're emotionally mature, you'll just let her be on her phone. Who cares? Let her do it. Who cares, man?
Nobody cares, nigga.
We're working that out. But yeah, that's literally like all the cons that I can think of. Age gap relationships aren't bad, honestly. If you're thinking about being in an age gap, just do it. Like, who cares what other people think? Like, age is just a number.
Absolutely, give it up. That girl's a goddamn smoke show. Jesus Christ, man. She look at it, people be looking at me like,
there are older men that like younger women.
Is that
there
you?
are younger women that like older men.
Are you an older man that likes younger women?
I'm an older man that love all women.
Okay.
tell them, Kels, tell them. So yeah, man, that's age gap dating right there. I think everybody should definitely go out there age gap dating. I think that's the way of the future. Also with monetized dating, that's the way of the future, but that's a story for a different video, which I might do next. But yes, if you're in a relationship, if you're 25 and you're in a relationship with another 25-year-old, dump them, get out of there. I'm out of here. Go get yourself an age gap of about 20 years your senior. Okay, so go get you a 45-year-old and you're going to be Gucci. You're going to be good. That man's going to treat you. He's going to spoil you. He's going to clap you down.
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
He's going to hit that bottom. Now, you might go crazy, but that's just a part of the game right there. You're going to love it. All right? Like Men's Warehouse. You're going to love it. So, Black Suburban Dad Reviews. I am out. Tell a friend to like the video. You like and subscribe to the video and all that crap like that. I'll be back later with another one. Peace.